Hey, what's up? This is Aaron. I just want to give you an update, kind of what's going on with me with my Lyme journey. It's been a little while since I've made a video, so those of you that are following me, and I really appreciate all the comments and messages. So, I don't even want to call it Lyme disease anymore. My recent doctor who is a Lyme literate doctor who treats people with antibiotics and IV antibiotics and everything, very holistic, hasn't even brought up Lyme disease to me anymore. So she believes that, well, we're still trying to figure it out. So personally, I have been probably around the same or a little worse. It really depends on if my body is able to sleep. Last week or the week before, I had essentially 2 days in a row where I didn't sleep any more than 1 to 2 hours a night, and that destroyed me physically, emotionally, mentally. It really screwed me up. So it really depends on that. I still have all my symptoms. I haven't been able to feel safe driving in about 8 months now. All the neurological symptoms. I get exhausted so easily just by taking a walk. My vision's very affected. I have the left shoulder and neck pain. I recently did an MRI, 2 MRIs about 4 days ago, one for left shoulder and cervical spine. A year ago I did brain and cervical spine, and they both came back totally fine. They were checked out by neurosurgeons, chiropractors, neurologists. They said everything's fine. And same thing happened again. So I have chronic pain in my neck and shoulder that moves around all the time, keeps me from sleeping. And the results came back where everything looks fine from the MRIs. So that was a lot of electromagnetic frequencies pumped into my system for nothing really. Things that I've been trying. I just am waiting results from something called the mast cell activation. It's a lot of tests, urine tests, blood tests. The biggies. Parasites. I've done all the stool tests. Nothing's come back. I don't respond from doing any type of herbs. I think you know my story by now if you've been watching. And if not, I'll just give you the update. So basically, for the last almost 4 years, I have done some antibiotics. I've done so many herbal protocols, detox, everything you can think of. I've spent about $3,000 to $4,000 plus on ozone, hyperbaric ozone, well over 15, probably 20 times I've done ozone, no results. I've done UV light therapy in my arm, UVLRX. I've done heavy metal chelations, lots of them. I've done all the Buhner herbs, the Nutrimetics herbs. I've basically done like 99% of what's possible out there, and my struggle has been that I continue to worsen. My symptoms continue to get worse, and also they get they're new ones, so they worsen, but they also get new, and I don't have any response to any of these treatments. So I don't herx. I don't have a flare-up. It's just a constant, I always feel horrible, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So that makes me and my doctor, who unfortunately is not under my insurance, so I can't see her a lot, we're not even really talking about Lyme disease anymore, because my symptoms fall under the Lyme disease umbrella, but I don't respond. I don't have any flare-ups. It's not like I have a really good day and then the next day I have a really bad day. It's like all my days are pretty much in the same little bubble of like crap, right? All my symptoms are there all the time. A $600 ozone treatment filters half your blood in ozone. Everybody I've talked to, and there's been a lot, well over 10, 15 people that have tried this, plus the nurses that do this, everybody feels different. Everybody feels better. Everybody has a response. I don't. So I don't know what I'm dealing with right now, and that's been my challenge for the last 4 years, is just doing every test imaginable and just chasing these symptoms. I have to the left of me about 15 to 20 pharmaceuticals that I've been trying to deal with the pain, mostly because when I can't sleep, everything is bad, and I am angry, I am irritable, I am complaining and whining, and my life sucks, and the lives around me suck. So, trying to figure out something to manage the symptoms, at least for sleep. During the day, the pain isn't enough to make me, can't do things. Like when I work, if I do have the energy to work out, like if I were to like hang from a bar, I do have more pain here, but the MRI just came back and everything's fine, so I really don't know. So what else have I been doing? We purchased a Clearlight sauna not too long ago, about maybe a month and a half ago. And for a while I was going in every day, about 5 days a week for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And I sweat very well. Like my detox pathways are very open. I am like drenched in sweat, like jumped into a pool sweating within 8 to 12 minutes, which is really, really good. Some people don't sweat at all. So I've been doing that. No real results from that. Other than it makes me just feel kind of crazy and lightheaded, and it just exhausts me, even though I'm replenishing with all the minerals and all the nutrients and all the the good salts and the potassium and sodium and all that kind of stuff. So other than that, I've just been trying to get by. I've done. If you know my story, I've been tested for mold. Only one very rare strain came back, which they don't really know what causes it. Gliotoxin. It's not like I'm high in aflatoxin or something, which is a lot more studied. Like right now I'm taking a supplement. I'm doing some stuff for yeast and candida. I have a lot of symptoms. Like my toenails are disgusting. I have tons of toe fungus, and it's gross. I should not be having this. So, and I know it's all systemic. At this point, I did the week of intensive acupuncture treatments about 3 months ago. I went to Chicago to see one of the best guys in the country. 3 sessions a day. That basically made me worse. It was just too much for my body. It was too intense, too taxing, and I ended up getting a flu right after that, which I don't think is a hoax. I just think it was like I just ran a marathon and my body was like, you can't do that. So I don't have good news. I feel like I've never really had good news on these videos, but I continue to do my best, as we all do. We continue to do our best. My days are not very productive. I haven't been able to work because some days I'm like, okay, I was a massage therapist and a yoga teacher, and some days I'm like, okay, I can massage maybe some people today if I wanted to. But then if I get a job the next day, like today, I didn't sleep well at all, and I've been a mess the whole day, and I have the flu symptoms, and I feel sick to my stomach, and etc. I can't do it. So it's like I can't get like a job because I have no consistency with how I feel, no consistency with really my life. And a lot of the earlier videos I made were talking about kind of the emotional, what is the word, kind of you don't feel like yourself, and you feel really dissociated and depersonalization and all these words they throw around. And everything is still there. I guess I've become used to this by now, so I don't think about it as much. Like I wake up expecting to feel this way, and therefore it's not like I freak out about how much I don't feel like me anymore. I'm so exhausted that I can't really like feel myself. It's like when you're that fatigued, it affects your thoughts, and that affects your body, and then you just feel like you're not you. And then you add in not sleeping, and you're extra tired, and it's things just compound. So a couple of things I'm looking at. A lot of people, some of my friends have been having great success with a specific stem cell, doing stem cells in a certain way. A clinic over in Beverly Hills. I'm also looking at a clinic in Florida that is, you stay there for about a month, I'm also looking at doing a extended distilled water fasting, because at this point it's like, what the heck, you know? I've tried just about everything. Nothing seemed to work. A while ago, I was thinking about buying an ozone machine to do rectal insufflation, so kind of up the butt ozone. And I was like, why would I do that? Because I've done so much ozone in the blood and I've never felt any better. So it's like, why would I do that? And then, you know, other options would be buying a true Rife or some sort of Rife machine. But I don't even know what I'm dealing with, you know? And, you know, if I knew I had Lyme disease, I would do Lyme disease protocols, right? So I don't know. I really don't know. My digestion's a mess, you know, things that were not here even 2 years ago are very much in my life now. It's tough. So I post, and I'm doing a lot more. I try to do more on Instagram. Feel free to follow me there. It's the underscore Aaron Bennett. The underscore Aaron Bennett is my username. You can find me on Facebook too. But yeah, I just want to stay in touch. So if you're following these videos, I appreciate it, and I love it when you comment about, you know, even if it's comments about how shitty your day is and how much you're suffering too. At least, you know, it makes us all feel like we're somewhat in this together, because it can get very isolating and lonely. So I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of things that I've been doing. Let's see. Wait, I have this little thing from my doctor here. Yeah, I've been doing LDN. I'm getting a colonoscopy and endoscopy very soon. I tried Procaine injections in my neck and shoulder to help with the pain. That didn't work. Unfortunately, everything's really expensive and nothing's covered by insurance, so I can't do a lot of these IVs anymore. And unfortunately, I've been on for the last month. I've been on Klonopin, an anti-anxiety, and it's been helping me sleep. And there's a whole bunch of side effects, and they're addictive, and you know, you create dependency. But you know, you do what you got to do, and it's tough because I do not like doing drugs or any type of things like that. So anyway, guys, I will end it there, and thanks for checking in. Okay.